morning, welcome back to the Amputee Angler. Back on the boat after a little bit of work at Simpson Marine. Plan today, we're going to bomb offshore, do a bit of turboting and a bit of offshore wrecking. My friend John is with me today. You all know John from other videos. Just stopped up on a wreck just outside the harbour. Just basically to get our eye back in really and see if we can nab a few fish before we get going. Nothing as yet, had a couple of drifts but nothing. And we'll get some bait in a bit and then we'll bomb offshore. There is a little bit of residual swell left over like I thought there was going to be, but that is what it is. And stay with us and we'll see if we can get a few fish for you. Oh boy, fish on. Yeah, fish on. Off the wreck as well. Fish on. There we go. Gonna call a small pollock though, I think. Wreck's just in now. Nah, it ain't small. I think it might just come off. Oh no, it's still there. There we go. It is a pollock. It's just come off. Just shook the hook, but that was a nice little pollock. Maybe a couple of pounds, but never mind. Only just in, but that was on the. It would have been. I haven't caught it. I'm aware it come off at the boat. But that's a Wagasaki. There we go. Oh, sign of life. A net would have had that in. Oh, that's my fault. Don't worry about the net. Oh. Tappy. Yeah, fish on. Fish on again. Have a small pollock, I reckon. Right, just come off again. Just come off again. Right at the top as well. Right at the top. Wreck's gone past, mate. 2 fish lost. Rusty. 2 fish lost. Yeah? Oh. Yeah. That's only the scattered bit in front of it as well. That's not even. Back on. John's in. Nice. Yeah, good fish. Out of sight to me. John is in. I'm going to keep fishing for a second. I've got it here. If I crank mine up, hang on. No. I want to get the fish in. I want to see the fish. Bass. No, hang on. It's a bass for John. Can't see it. Sorry, mate, that's my fault. There you go. Bass for John. Hey. Oh, Rex there as well. No, you're fine. You carry on. I'll fish now. Said it holds some bass this one. So John's got a bass. Said it holds some bass this one. That's a nice couple of pound. That one be a £3. £3. Yes. Oh yeah. Well, legal. Yeah. So yeah, I'll show you in a minute, but it's about £3. I've got a yellow fish bag somewhere. Well done, mate. Well done, John. There we go. First fish of the day. Well, first one on board the boat. Still on that wreck as well. We're still over it. It's really scattered and broken up. They just seem to love it. Yellow one. That's it, mate. Yeah. What we'll do is we'll put it in there for now, and then in a minute when we leave this, we'll put some water in that bucket and bleed him. Still over that wreck as well. And once you get the drift right on this one, you just go along it. Well done, mate, good start. Oh yeah, fish on. Oh, there we go, fish on. Fish on. Yeah, nice fish. There we go, boom. Oh, you're fine, mate, you're fine. There you go, look. You've had time to get a fish on, unhook it, put it in the bag. Glad to come here. I'm just playing it nice and slow. I'm not going crazy with it. I don't know what it is. It's a few head shakes at the start and then it's gone quiet. And this, I was saying to John, it is a bit of a bass wreck, this one. I don't know what it is, but it's another bass. It's another bass, but I'll take it. That'll be size. I've got a measure in there. That's fine. There you go. Have a bass. Oh, I don't know, actually, might be a bit small, that one. There we go, though. That is on the Wagasaki. We'll get some. I think he will just go, but I think. There we go. So there we go. So that was. This is our third wreck. This one, and I've saying to John before, and it's known as a bit of a bass wreck at times. And yeah, 2 bass on that drift. So John's is a bit better than mine. John's was sort of about £3 I think. Mine was probably just sizable, but not big enough that I want to keep it. And John's in. Oh, John over that side. Another good one. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Yep. It's another one. It's another one. Another bass. No, it's not. There you go, the shells. Got it. A pollock that time. Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, it went well, didn't it? Let's go. Nice big one. Bang. Bends the rod like right over. Yeah, touching the butt, wasn't it? I can tip of the bottle with. Oh, John's in. He's smashing me today on the black ones. I'm gonna have to. I might have to switch over, I reckon. Yeah, but you're straight in and you're getting them on them blacks. I'm on a white and I'm not having the same sort of reaction. Oh, he's only got it. He's got another bass. That's his 2. And oh, there's a fish. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. He's blown. Yeah, he's big enough anyway. He's well big enough. Right, John straight down, and he was instantly there. At the bottom, and that was a fish, wasn't it? And John's working a black sidewinder. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, John's working a black sidewinder. I'm working a white one, and he's having success as soon as it hits the bottom. So I might have to switch over in a bit if this doesn't pay off. It's weird that, because that's only 100 foot of water. It's blown like that. Bass don't normally blow either, do they? I said this to people before about the colours. Some days I think the colours don't matter, and other days you prove that it does matter.
I think what it is, you know when it's just when it's getting light, it's dark.
It's a silhouette.
Silhouette, yeah. That's what I think.
Exactly. No, that's exactly what it is. Oh no, he'll come back, just keep reading, he'll come back. Yeah, fish on. Oh, that's a better one. Yeah, fish on. Yeah, fish on. That's, oh, no, it's not. No, it felt better than it did at start. It just a big lunge down and then gone a bit quiet again. So we've got a fish on, guys. I'm not going to call it. It felt good at the start, but it was just a big. I think it hit it at pace. So again, neither me or John, we're not lifting up or down. We're not going crazy. There's the leader. It is. It's a bass. Let's go. Right, let's stay. That's right. Look at the rod. Right. Still wants to go. Still got some life in it. There we go. It's another bass, and that's another keeper. That'll go. That'll go. All right. Yeah, thank you, mate. Cheers. So that's another bass. We found a few here now. Now we would have had quota if I kept my small one, but this is still small, but that'll go. I'll put him on the measure because he will be close, but we want to go turboting. And that's on the Wagasaki again. Okay, so we was on our way to the Turbot bank after getting our bass quota, and there was another wreck I wanted to stop on that's on the way, a nice big one. And I was going past it, and I was watching it get closer on the plotter. just turn the engine off, we're going to it. So gonna have a quick go now. I've had some nice pollock off this one before. Just saying to John, we're because we're out in Newhaven today, where the boat's had some work done, we're fishing wrecks and marks that we ordinarily wouldn't come to again. So, we've had a bit of bass and a few pollock off one of the wrecks, and I've given CJ a nod just to say, look, because I know he's out later, so we've said, look, there's some fish here. Whether he comes here or not, it's another matter, and then we're going to stop on this one, because we probably won't fish it again when we go back to Eastbourne, so it'll be what it'll be. Oh, yep. Fish on. Yeah, fish on. Small. I think we got a pout on. No, actually. We've got something on, guys. First go. It's off the wreck, but it ain't fighting. I think it might be a granddaddy pout. Sits across the tide, this one, so you're over it and you're on it, and that's it. Weird, this one, no fight at all. It's a Gurnard. Yeah, it is. Oh, John's in though, that's a nice one. That's not a Gurnard, John, is it? Oh, you got me here now, you got me. So John's in. You just play your fish, mate. I'll get this Gurnard back. Right. So John's in. There's my Tub Gurnard on a lure. And I'll get this net out. Oh no, the net's stuck. There we go. I'm going to calm yours right side. Yeah, man. Here comes the colour. Yeah. Blown. There you go. Pollack for John. There we go. Baby one, but it has blown. Another wreck though, another fish. There we go. There's John. Another small one. You can see it's blown there. We're in a bit deeper water now, so but it wanted that black sidewinder again. Boom. Well done, John. Good, isn't it? I mean, I'm fishing the 12-20 ugly stick. This is actually a 10 fathom lever drag, and John actually got me this reel. It's beautiful. And you're fishing a.
Well, I built this.
So, John's built his own rod because John's John. But it looks a bit like a 612 carbon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a jigging rod.
Yeah, it's a jigging rod, but we're using it for boom and shad. Working a treat, yeah. So we'll see how we get on. I'll say the plan was to come to this wreck anyway, and you know we've already had a Gurnard now and a Pollack, so it's worth stopping off. But stopping off on wrecks on the way, sometimes you do it and you drop into some really nice fish, as we have done today. You know, bass quota done in double quick time, really. But you do it sometimes. The amount of fish that people must drive over sometimes, it blows my mind. But this breaks up the journey a bit as well. So rather than steaming 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes out to a wreck or mark, you get to break it up in sort of 20-minute sections. We should be coming on it any second, John. So you'll notice again, as I've said in other videos, I let whoever knows on the boat, whoever's skipper, they let the crew know that the wreck's coming in. And there it is now, showing now. That's normally when I drop back down into it and lose my lure. That's just how I am. In it to win it.
I'm not losing gear, you're not wrecking.
Yes, yes, you're not losing gear, you're not wrecking. And all I'm doing is I'm dropping down to the bottom and I'm coming about 15, 20 turns up on this one. Some people have a set number of turns no matter what mark they're on, and for me, I vary it. If it's a shallower wreck, I vary the amount I come up. For obvious reasons. The wreck's bigger, the wreck's smaller. Cod tend to sit hard on the deck and Pollack sit above it, so as bass as bite. And here he is. Oh, that feels a bit pouty. No. Oh, both of us have bites then. So if you do get a fish like this, don't strike it, you just keep reeling. And it hooks itself. And if you don't hook it, as has happened today, then it 9 times out of 10 they come back to it. Normally, you know. I think we've just come off the edge of it, John. Okay, so we're at the Turbot mark now. We're a long, long way off. I won't say how far, but suffice to say we are well out of range of most people. Rigs today, it'll be my Turbot rig. So it's clipped up at the minute, but little tiny loomy beads, couple of spinner blades, 6.0 Cox and Rule circle hook, and that goes to a boom, same as you would do when you're wrecking. 10 ounce, 8 ounce, 10 ounce watch lead, and then we've got about 6 foot of fluorocarbon on there. And then baits, ideally you want a fillet of mackerel is my favourite bait, but we've had a bit of trouble catching mackerel that are of decent size. We've got a couple of scad, and then we've got a few little joeys as well. So I'm just going to put a couple of bits of that on, fish 1 rod each for now, and then once we get a bit more bait, which we will get at some point, then we'll swap over and we'll go all in on my turbot. But yeah, mackerel fillet, and I'll show you how to bait up in a bit. Let's get fishing. Yeah, I think I might have something here. All right, we've got a first fish on the bank. Well, I'll say that, other than the Gurnard. And it is going light heavy, which is normally a sign of a turbot. But we shall see. It's not nodding like a Gurnard, and it's not just feeling dogfish-like. I'll probably look silly in a second. There you go, pull again, look, there you go. Come on, there's the boom. Turbot. Is that turbot? Yeah, I thought it was a brill. Here we go, we've got one. Target achieved. Turbot. There we go. We think John's got a bite as well, but we got what we came for. Again, and it is only a baby. It's not going to break any records, but it is a target. And again, that's on my turbot rig. It's small, but I'll tell you what, it's thick, really thick. So John's got a bite over here, so I'm going to get this out of the way. There we go, we got the target. It is only a small one, but I'll tell you what, it's chunky. Sometimes you get them this size and they're really thin, but that's the rig. Little tiny loomy beads, 2 little place blade spinners, 6.0 Cox and Rule circle hook, which I love. And then we've got a fillet of mackerel on, and I'll show you doing the bait later. Hook once for the tail. Will you be quiet? Seagulls. He's too small to keep, so we're going to put him back. But yeah, target achieved again. Get in. There he goes. Target achieved, second drift. Now, we're working banks here. Now, you work banks like you do wrecks. You go up, round, down, and then you go round again, just repeat, that's it. And instead of saying wrecking, you say coming up the bank and coming down the bank, just to let your crew know. And that's because, as I've harped on plenty of times before, and I'm going to do now, because I've just put my rod down, is you've got to be on the bottom. If you're not on the bottom, then you won't catch turbot. And I will say that to the end of my days until I see more people catching turbot, because that's the reason, number one reason they're just not catching. That one was caught on a bit of scad. We didn't have any mackerel at the time, so we had some scad, and it caught almost identical, just a bit tougher. Probably actually a decent bait. It caught that turbot, so fair play. Going to get a couple more mackerel, and then we're going to go all in, put a couple more turbot rods out. I'm going to try something new today, and I'll show you it when I put it down. But I've got a 300 gram jig meant for Norway, and all I've done is I'm going to use that as my weight and go direct to a swivel, 30 centimetre hook length, and I'm going to try and fish direct that way and cut out a little bit of gear, so the booms and the swivels and the rest of it. So hopefully, I think I've got a bite. Stay with me, I think I've got a bite. Yeah, hopefully that works, but we're going to go, let's get a bit more bait, going to go all in. So when you get a bite, I think I said it earlier, but I'll say it again. Don't panic, you don't strike, just let some line off, and the boat will drift away from your line, it'll go tight again, and that just gives the turbot time to take the bait, because they'll come out, they grab the end of it, and they need that extra time to grab the whole lot in their mouth. Every now and then, if you think you've got a bite, just lift into it like that, gently, and then the weight can just plod back down if you haven't got a bite. 6 foot of line off, back in the holder, done. So it's coming down the bank now, so this is the money shot really. This is where you're going to get one. Normally you get them, depending which way the tide's going, either side of the bank basically. You tend to find you'll get them at the top of it or as you come down it. Because they're sat there, they're ambush predators, so they're waiting for the food to wash over. We have got a bite there again. Yeah, I think so. Oh no, I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure, I thought we had one, did have one there for a second. So it back down. Yeah, that's what we're fishing, there's our bank. As you can see, it comes up there from the right and drops around the left. That is what we're fishing. There we go, try something new for me today. So we've got an old, I say it's not an old, it was actually given to me. It's a mackerel shaped jig, 300 grams with 7.5 ounces. And I put a 30 centimetre length of fluoro on it. And it's basically the end gear exactly the same as I use elsewhere. So little loomy beads and a 6.0 Cox and Rule circle hook. But that cuts out all the boom and the rest of it. So I'm hoping that's going to go straight down. And then that will tow it along. And hopefully that works. Just to try something different. Because if you don't try new things, you don't learn new things. So that's what we're doing today. The brill. Right, John's got something on, something nice on, real screamed off.
And what?
Come on.
It is a turbot, I think.
Oh, John, the plates. Keep reeling then.
No, it's blonde, Ray. It's a blonde, isn't it? Yes, blonde.
Turbot, that's a blonde, they're tail wrapped.
Yeah.
Tail wrapped, oh, tail wrapped blonde, you foul looked it. There you go, mate. Well done, John. It's a lovely little blonde ray for John. Got both lines, I think. I'm almost certain I have. Oh no, hang on. Oh, that turbot. Right, I've got a turbot on my other rig. That's right, I lift it in, John, I lift it in.
We want it just in case it drops.
Right, so, this is an absolute pickle now. I've got a turbot, second one. Oh my word. Oh my absolute word. Oh yeah, just drop him. I'm gonna have to sort this out. So we've got another turbot, guys, but we are in a pickle. I'll come back to you when I've dealt with it. There we go, that's turbot number 2. It was well up there, he was never coming off. That 6-0 circle was well in there. Another baby one though, but again, really thick. Good sign for the future. He's gonna go back and I'm gonna sort my mess on the rig out. Back there, innit? Dog, innit?
Dogfish.
No, girder. Another girder. Big one. Big tub. That's a good Tub Gurnard.
It's coming up like this. There we go.
Big Tub Gurnard. No, Gurnard. That's going. I've got to get this one down, otherwise I'm going to end up losing this run.
It's going mad.
Oh, what is going on? Yeah? One of the day. First one of the day. It's a doggy, doggy, doggy. First one of the day. I think the sound was off on the last one. Me being an absolute idiot, I didn't have the microphone turned on. But yeah, John's had his turbot there, so a little tiny one. We have 3 turbot now, small. My 2 are thick, and then John's one there was you know, really tiny. So we're going to keep going just because we are getting. Oh, got a bite. There's a bite. There's a bite. There's a bite. We're getting turbot, so you know we're getting the target, but we want something a bit bigger, really. So I just had a bite on this, so we'll see if we can do it while we're talking. What was that one? Oh, I've got it on my neck here. Yeah, this one's going. Yeah. Felt like a better fish to start with. Yeah, but trouble is there's a lid. There we go, that's another one. This is number 3 for me, another baby one. Again, like I said before in my previous videos, turbot, diamond shaped. Oh, yeah, he dropped him on the floor, we dropped him. There we go, yeah, it's still very lively. Diamond shaped, white belly, bumps on the back, little nymphs, nodules, whatever you're going to call them on the back, and a big mouth for its size. I mean, that's a 6-0 circle there, so yeah, that's 4 for the boat now. John had 1, I've had 3, we're getting there. Let's go get another one. Back it goes. You got one? So here, colour. Mine's a dog, I think. Turbot. It's another turbot, guys. Another one. John's in as well. No, John's got a nice one, so we're going to put this down for a second. Come out the back of the boat, mate. Good. Size of that! Wow! Wow!
Massive.
Hang on, don't pull it, don't pull it. What's the rod? What size of that? Wow! Wow! Guys, I cannot stress how big this is. Wow, take that net. Oh my word. We've got to get a weight on that. Oh my good God, wait till you see this. Oh my God. That is huge. Jesus Christ.
Just. Right, red, isn't it?
Wow, guys, this is Tub Gurnard. Well, that is absolutely huge. He is an old warrior, that one. Jesus Christ, look at the size of that. We'll get a weight on it, but that's... John, what do you reckon?
Probably 3, maybe 4.
He's nudging 4, isn't he? Nudging 4, wow. Happy days, weren't John? John had a monster Gurnard, went £4. It was going between 3.9 and 4.1, so we call it £4 dead. And I added my 4th turbot of the day, fifth for the boat. Getting there, racking some numbers up. Slow, small, but we're plodding. Straight down. Oh, that's over, look at that. Oh, hello, hello, hello. It's another one. Sadly, what happened here, the road mic batteries had died for a bit. So actually we had a triple hook up here. So we had 3 turbot on the one drift. So what you're seeing now is the footage of that. Obviously there's no sound. So I'll try my best to talk over it for a bit. But yeah, we have 3 turbot on one drift, which is a new boat record for me. 3 in one drift is a new record. So yeah, cracking a little bit of fishing here. Tide had just turned. And then we started picking up more fish. They'd obviously just come on the feed. So yeah, what you're seeing now is part of a triple hookup. It's a baby one. Smallest one of the day, and it's come out in the net. But that's 3 turbot on one drift. That's a new personal record for me. So on the boat record, 3 turbot, 1 drift, 2 men. Happy days. That is number 8 for the day. Come on, Johnny boy. Get in, mate. Right. So like anything GoPro, I've just clocked that my road mic batteries had died. So chances are, a few clips you've just seen, or may have not seen, I've had no sound on, or I've done an overlay. But the seagulls are still making loads of noise. But yeah, we're on 9 turbot now. 1 more for double figures, and 6 more to equal my personal boat record of 15. And we're going to give it a good shot. But we're working hard here, so what a day already. Well, it's fighting, so it ain't a cut. We've got something on, guys. We're just praying for 1 more turbot for 10. Trying to avoid the doggies. You got something on there?
Yeah, Ben, now you have this. Let me take the dog off you.
Take that.
Yeah, you take that.
You take
Tension on that.
Yeah.
I'll take this and get it off.
Yeah. Alright, so I've got a dogfish on one rod and John's landing me something on this other one, I think. It was proper. Come up. That's spinning. That's got to be what we're after. Jonathan, spinning up in the water there.
It is, it's flat.
Go on.
It's flat.
Right, bring that to me then. Number 10! Get in! Well done, John.
We got it.
Number 10. Small, but
it's the numbers.
that is number 10, ladies and gentlemen.
Got it?
Yeah.
Alright.
That is number 10. Happy days. Swallow that right down there. That's well in there.
Sure, it's done, Ben.
So back wrecking now. Turbot, small stamper fish that day, so we could have stayed and smashed out loads of numbers, but wanted something bigger. So here we are, back wrecking. Coming out the back of the boat. It hasn't stopped shaking its head. It's come out the back of the boat. There's the line. Right, the bass.
No bass.
Nice bass as well.
Oh, he's a nice bass. There you go, boys.
There you go, guys. Kicking the whole way. The one thing we didn't want, a bass, and we got one. Yeah, we'll push off then, mate. If we get anything, I'll let you know.
There's loads round out there. There's the Ashford and the Inger and...
Yeah.
Might even go out to the Fulham.
We've just come from there. Well, we had it a slack water. We had a couple of small takes, but nothing drastic.
Yeah.
Fish on for John. Nice fish as well. I'm going to come your right side.
There's a pollock. It's a little one. It's only a small. Good fight though. Cheers, mate.
Wagasaki. Nagasaki.
That's it.
Oh, Nagasaki.
And there he goes.
Oh, there we go. That is the end of another Amputee Angler session with John. Absolutely brilliant day today. Bass, half a dozen bass, half a dozen pollock. We had 10 turbot in the end, so we reached double figure numbers of turbot. We could have stayed and we could have racked up. I think we would have beaten the boat record today of 15 in one day. We would have beaten that, but to be honest with you, we got a little bit bored. Bored's the wrong word, but we were frustrated. The sizes were really small today, so numbers were good, sizes small. So then we pushed on, picked a few more fish up on the wrecks. But 4-pound Tub Gurnard steals the show today. Absolutely beautiful fish, stunning. Looked angry as well. It's really angry eyes, and you'll see later on in the report. Big thanks to John today for coming with me and obviously doing the run between here and Newhaven. So I appreciate that. But as always, we had a great laugh. Bumped into CJ out there as well. I hope he's managed to bag a few. But thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I will see you all again soon.